What is up, guys? You got Not the Worst here, bringing in another Black Desert online video, patch notes for March 11th. We've still got the 4th year anniversary going on. We also have some class balance changes, so I'm going to try and get through some of the stuff pretty quickly because I do want to break down the class changes, as I know a lot of players, if it's your class, will be interested in those. First up, we've got 4th Anniversary Celebration Part 2, which includes some Dark Rift updates, playtime challenges, and Wacky Toshi's secret quests. So let's take a look at the event page for that one here. First of all, just logging in, you've got an anniversary gift in your mailbox right now, 500 Cron stones, just chilling. So there you go. That's almost a boss gear pen attempt, 600 and some odd for those, I believe. And then we've got Dark Rift updates as well. 3 bosses, the Tidium, Skeleton King, and Lieberd, which we've had these before. However, this time they have an obtain by chance issue. First of all, those bosses, normal, hard, and very hard respectively. So your normal Box of the Dead will drop from those accordingly. Then you also have a chance from each of them to get Box of the Enraged Dead, which is guaranteed boss armor. It can be either set, either glove, chest piece, helm, or boot. That is possible to get from that. Of course, we don't know the percentages, but it exists. Playtime challenges, we're going to log in for up to 2 hours, and you'll get high quality draft box, 2 of those, 2 combat and skill XP scrolls, 2 high quality foods, and then at the full 2 hours, you'll get 2 item drop scrolls and 2 Shakatu seals as well. They've also added to Shakatu seal turn-ins. You can see here Cron stones for 1 Shakatu seal, and then you can get Advice of Valks 20, 30, 40, and 50 for 10, 20, 30, and 50 Shakatu seals as well. If you're thinking about those Shakatu seals turn-ins and you're like, man, if only I had a few more, well, guess what? We've got Wacky Toshi's secret quest going on, where you can get Marnie stones from good old Wacky Toshi, and then kill stuff within these areas listed here. Different grind zones, Valencia, Kama Sylvia, Drigan, and Underwater Ruins. 500 monsters each, except for Shiraka Necropolis at night is only 15, since those guys are kind of like elite monsters. And it's difficult to kill that many in a single night cycle anyways. But 500 monsters each, and when you turn them in, you will get 1 Shakatu seal. 2 Shakatu seals for each turn-in, so that way you'll be able to take advantage of this nice little Shakatu seal event we've got going on. There's a community event for travel screenshots, not going to break that one down. Ongoing events, we still have Shift in the Dark Rift, the Part 1 Celebration 4th Anniversary, Sweet Surprise, Guardian Succession, and Striker Mystic Succession events still running. All adventurers, check your in-game mailbox for the Cron Stones time 500, which we saw. Returning adventurers who have returned between February 2nd, your Settlement Pack 1 and Level 57 Travel Kit have been sent this week as well. Lower the contribution XP needed to gain contribution points. And then a note on that, contribution points are an important resource for all sorts of content, such as investing in production or trade. Therefore, we decided to reduce the amount of contribution XP needed to gain contribution points. Although this should help out all adventurers, it should especially help new adventurers, as well as adventurers with few contribution points. Get better settled in the world of Black Desert Online. Just to note of this, it's not retroactive, so whatever XP you've gained for contribution prior does not credit towards a new amount. It just now takes less XP to increase the contribution, and that was confirmed by a GM on Twitter yesterday before this launched. At least that's what they said, so unless they're wrong, there you go. We've got updates to the Node and Conquest Wars to accrue for daylight savings time, and that also does affect the boss spawns for this week starting today, so those will now be updated for daylight savings time in the US that's going on, so all North American players now have that. You can now fire cannons even after toggling the continuously use breezy sail option on these ships, the improved sailboat and frigate, the Caravel, Galleass, and Carrack as well. Change the accuracy rate of the following skills from 100% to 50%. We saw this on the global lab. I'll read their reasoning for it. I'm not going to go through each skill that does it. If it's a 100% accuracy skill, it's now a 50% accuracy skill. We decided to reduce the accuracy rate from 100% to 50% on certain skills. We understand that skills with 100% accuracy are important for PvP, and that changing their accuracy rates might change how these and other skills will be used by many of you. However, we wanted to bring more balance to PvP content, especially to those particular instances when characters with low AP easily overpower characters with high DP by using certain skills consecutively. Thus, we've adjusted the accuracy rate of the following skills and reworked certain other skills to compensate. So here's a list of each skill. Again, if it's a 100% accuracy rate on your class, it's now a 50%. But you can check out the chart if you want to. There's a link to the patch notes in the description down below. You can head on over there if you want to look at it for yourself. Now, as far as other changes, let's go ahead and get into it. We've got Warrior here. Remove the critical hit rate of the Prime or Succession Ground Slash skills. Change the cooldown for Takedown from 7 to 13 seconds. And change the damage dealt by Scars of Dusk as follows. At maximum, it was 1666%, and it's now 1450, so a little damage nerf there. Also lengthen the cooldown of Takedown skill. Prime Takedown allows your character to grab grab his target regardless of the target's block or CC status effects. Even if the grab fails, because the cooldown for this skill is relatively short, the skill can be used in quick succession until the grab succeeds. Therefore, we decided to lengthen this skill's cooldown. Just a couple issue fixes with Berserker and Valk. And then we have Musa. So let me read this note because I know a lot of Musas were really worried about some nerfs that were upcoming. It looks like they kind of circumvented exactly what they were going to do and changed it up. With Succession, the Musa can use the Prime Serene Mind buff to consume stamina to continue using strong skills during their cooldowns. This includes skills with block and CC status effects, which we've observed is making Musa a difficult opponent. Therefore, we introduced a cooldown for Serene Mind in the Global Lab. However, this change weakened one of the defining characteristics of Musa's Succession and made the class weaker in both PvE and PvP. This is why we decided to instead make the damage of certain skills less when used during cooldown when the Serene Mind buff is in effect. We also reworked the Awakening skills projection, flow credit, extra credit, and flow backflow to be easier to combo in different ways, especially focusing on how projection and extra credit pushes their target so far that it was hard to follow up with a combo during PvE. Reduce the attack ranges of projection and flow extra credit. As I said, you can now combo extra credit faster after projection. You can now combo dash slash after below the belt by holding the LMB. You can now combo backflow after below the belt by pressing right or left LMB. Super Armor should now take into effect after the third hit of Gale, regardless of the status of the Serene Mind buff. Increase the attack range of the third hit of Gale and the Serene Mind buff with the Serene Mind buff. Change the duration of the Serene Mind buff from 5 to 7 seconds. Change the skill description of Serene Mind to hopefully be clearer. Reduce the damage dealt by the following skills: Blaze, Blooming, Cyclone Slash, and Gale, all in their prime forms. Changed when the stun effect of Blooming takes into effect while consuming the Serene Mind buff. Before, it was a stun per each slash hit. It's now a stun at the first slash hit. The damage of Blooming will no longer be divided when hitting multiple targets. Fix an issue where you could not get the Serene Mind buff while using the ultimate Musa Spirit. And fix an issue where casting the following skills during their cooldowns while consuming the Serene Mind buff was slow: Blaze, Gale, and Cyclone Slash. And also fix an issue where following skills would be cast even when they were locked if the Serene Mind buff was activated: Gale, Cyclone Slash, Blaze, and Blooming. On to Meiwa. Meiwa's Awakening skills would have been especially affected by the accuracy effect changes of this week, especially when it came to their uniqueness and utility. Therefore, we adjusted the attack range and damage of certain skills and added an all evasion rate reduction to Sticky Snowflake skills so that Meiwa's Awakening can still maintain some of their characteristics. So there's the evasion, minus 3%. It's the amount that it was. We've got some text fixes on a few skills there as well. Moonlight Dash is now quick slot available. Damage dealt from Moonlight Dash will now correlate to the damage dealt by Petal Bloom, and corrected the attack range of the following skills to better match their graphical efforts: Frost Pillars when not on cooldown and Tip of an Iceberg. Ninja, we've got, when you compare the succession skills of Ninja to that of Konoichi, with whom he has many skills in common, Ninja's skills have greater attack range and faster combos that can deal high damage. This meant that it was possible to defeat characters with high DP even with relatively low AP. Therefore, we adjusted the PvP damage dealt by certain skills. We've also adjusted the duration of continuous damage effects such as burn, poison, and bleeding damage effects. They caused so much damage they rendered HP potions effectively useless for long periods, but these effects should now be better contained with the duration of battle. In addition, since the only skill to switch from short sword to katana mode was Awakening Narusara's Sura Katana, we've amended Sudden Decapitation to allow transition from short sword to the katana mode. Changed the all evasion rate of Smokescreen to, it used to be 18% for 10 seconds upon using. It's now 9% 10 seconds at maximum level. You can now go from short sword to katana by using Sudden Decapitation, just as they said. You can now combo Drastic Measure after Vacuum Slash or the second hit of Sudden Decapitation. You can now combo Execution and the transition stance of attacks of Serpent Ascension. Change the AP increase effect of Fatal Blow from melee AP to all AP. Change the duration of the burn, poison, and bleeding damage effects of succession skills from 18 down to 9 seconds. Change PvP damage dealt by the following skills: Blade Spin, reduced by 23%, Black Moonlight 23%, Fox Claw 22%, and Beheading the Dead 22% as well. Reduce the attack range of the extra hits of Shuriken Flight and Crescent Slash. Reduce the distance traveled when using Going into the Alert stance after Smokescreen and Evasive Shuriken Malice for their prime versions. And change the all evasion rate effects of the following skills: Oni Shadow, Moon Dive, and Smokescreen as well. And then again, they for some reason mentioned twice the evasion rate change there as well, down to 9% instead of 18% previously. Kuno got the same for their Smokescreen as well, the 18% down to 9% evasion. You can now combo Dance Macabre during Lunatic Discus or Saw Chakram. Added a PvE only critical hit rate plus 50% to Saw Chakram. You can now use Chain Crash Satchakram during its cooldown. You can now combo Satchakram faster after Half Moon Slash, Wheel of Wrath, or Indignation. Change the cooldown of Lunatic Discus from 15 to 12 seconds. Reduce PvP damage dealt by Lethal Spin Spree by 17%. You can now only activate the extra hit of Tendon Cutter after the skill's third hit, and change the PvP damage for Flash Slash reduced by 15%, and then the Black Spirit Rage version down by 18%. Change the all evasion rate of Oni Shadow and Sinew Cut down to 9%, previously 18%, and Assassin's Trail evasion rate from 15% down to 9% as well. Striker, you can now combo Skull Crusher faster after Twisted Collision. The Prime Skull Crusher will now only activate after Striker's landed if the skill is used after the flow Fatal Smash. Flash Step skills will now be strengthened after Succession. Change the effect of Succession, Ankle, and Hook as follows. Before it was bound on good hits, it's now bound on good one hit and PvE only, and push the target on good hits PvE only as well. You can now use the combo Venom Fang by pressing LMB after Bombardment. Reworked the Prime Discharge energy, so it's easier to combo with other skills. Lessen how much Striker gets slower after using Prime Discharge energy. And you can now combo the following skills after using Rampaging Predator, Knee Hammer, Wolf's Hunger, Rage Hammer, Roaring Tiger, and Hidden Claw. You can now combo Rampaging Predator faster after Flash Step and Knee Hammer. You can now combo Prime Skull Crusher by pressing F after Somersault. You can now combo Crimson Fang or Roaring Tiger Prime after Mass Destruction skills, and the stun effect of the Prime Wolf's Fang will now apply to monsters and hostile adventurers when Prime Wolf's Fang is done charging or when a burst of energy is released during the flow Prey Hunt. Fixed the issue where WP was not consumed when using Wolf's Fang instead of Discharge energy. For Mystic, we've got fixed issue where CC status effects were applied to all hits when Hidden Claw was used after Dash Buster. Flash Step skills will now be strengthened after Succession. You can now combo Sky Rammer or Strike Through after Sea Burial. Fix the issue where Somersault was not activated after pressing the QF keys after Scissor Kick. Fix an issue with text there. Last hit of Hidden Claw was not applied during its cooldown is fixed. Added text about how the knockback effect will not be applied with the last hit of Hidden Claw when Hidden Claw is on cooldown. Fix the issue where Martial Spirit Shards would not be consumed to strengthen skills in the following situations, even when there were 30 of them. When used after Prime Rage Hammer, Black Spirit Roaring Tiger were locked, and when Black Spirit Roaring Tiger skills Prime Roaring Tiger were locked as well. Guardian, just you can use the outfit, premium outfit box now as well, the little LMB fix as well. We've got some item changes, fixed the item descriptions of the Golden Pig's Blessing, and added some text to red grade gear to item descriptions of memory fragments. We'll check out the Pearl Shop in just a little bit. They noted again here the World Boss schedule was updated for Daylight Savings Time. Few quest updates. We've also got some updated UI, the nearby NPC, and then also Conquest was mentioned for UI updates, so maybe a window for that. And then we did get navigation path settings on land and water. You can choose exact path or smooth path for either one, so that's fairly interesting. Then, of course, we've got our graphical interface changes, yada yada from there. And let's take a look at the Pearl Shop for this week. First up, we've got Costume 2+2. And this is, you can choose 4 when you buy this pack of any of these costumes, your ghillie suits, swimming suit, any of that cool stuff. You also get 14 artisan memories packed along with that. All inventory is 1+1, 2850 pearls. You can get each inventory expansion piece, and you'll get 2 of them across the board there. So a +1, +4, +8, and 16, 2 of those each. We have the Hercules pack, which will probably go great for anyone that's decided to reroll Guardian. 2260 pearls, and you'll get the 100, 150, and 200 weight limit increases, as well as 30 Flintos fresh juice as well. So like I said, any rerolls that happen that will need to pick up some weight, that's a nice little package, and not too bad. We've got the Tier 3 pet pack for 6,000 pearls. If you need pets, this is actually pretty good, considering a normal pet is around 2,000-ish pearls for Tier 1, and you'd have to smash those and get lucky to get a Tier 3. So for 6,000 pearls, you're going to get 3 out of these 4 Tier 3 pets, Red Panda, Scarlet Macaw, Welsh Corgi, or Marmot. Like I said, pretty nice pack, especially for newer players that need those pets. Advice of Artisan, we saw this last week, and it looks like they continued it for 2440 pearls. You're going to get, oh no, actually this one's a little bit worse. Artisan's Memory 50, Cronstone 50, Valk's Cry 10, and then as a bonus, 10 more Artisan's Memory, a 30 Advice of Valk's, and 10 Memory Fragment. There was one for right around this price, I think it was 2440, and had 100 Artisan Memories, so they took out some Artisan Memories and added some other items to go with it. Just this once pack for 2,800 pearls has a 30-day value pack, a character slot expansion coupon, plus 16 inventory, 10 Aliens tier, 10 Beasts draft, 10 Simple Cron meals, 5 Aliens Blessing, 3 Energy Tonic, a pet, and function 20% off coupon as well. We've got the 4th Anniversary Classic set on sale for 1620 pearls. So any class that you want to get the classic sets for, looks like for their Succession, or it could just be any classic at all. It doesn't actually specify one or the other. Oh, to celebrate Succession. So there you go, the Succession ones. And Blessing of Common just flat out on sale for 700 pearls. I know they give out a ton of these from events, so I still have quite a few left over myself. Then there's a daily thank you pack, can be purchased once per day, 444 pearls per day, and this will run up until March 25th for it. You get 20 Artisan Memories, 20 Crons, 10 Valks, 10 Memory Frags, and 2 Item Drop Scrolls. Then there's also the daily Thank You Packs. Looks like there's 2 different ones. Thank You Pack 1 has 4 Elion's Tier, 4 Cron Stone, and then 4 Combat and Skill XP Scrolls. Then the Thank You Pack 2 has 4 Artisan Memory, 4 Valk's Cry, 4 Memory Fragment, and 4 Item Drop Rate Scrolls as well. Only 44 pearls and can be purchased once per day up until March 25th as well. That one's actually pretty nice, especially for only 44 pearls there. Anyway, that's going to do it for this week's patch notes and Pearl Shop. Let me know what you guys think about it in the comments below. I know it was a little bit longer with all those class balance changes. I thought about just skimming through them initially, but I know when I've done that in the past, there's a player that mains a class that I kind of skimmed through, and they wanted to get the full breakdown, so I wanted to make sure I just included it. I know it dragged on a little bit longer, but it is what it is. A lot of info this week. Want to make sure it was all covered. But anything that got changed, let me know in the comments below. If you guys enjoyed the video, be sure to hit the like button, and if you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe so you get notifications when new videos do go live. And if you want to catch me playing live, there's a link to my Twitch page in the description below. You can head on over there and click a follow button on that so you get notifications whenever we are live streaming as well. With that said, that's going to be it for this video. I want to thank everybody for watching, and I will see you next time.